My name is Nels Parson, and I'm the retired recreation land manager from St. Johns River Water Management District. The district is an agency that is charged with protecting water resources. One of the ways they do that is acquiring lands, and they've acquired about 500,000 acres of lands in 18 counties in northeast Florida, of which one of them is Lake Apopka North Shore property. It's a 20,000 acre parcel of restored marshlands. Lake Apopka is one of the most polluted lakes in the state of Florida, and the reason why is those marshlands, when they were drained, they were made predominantly into farmlands for food production in World War II because of the pesticide and herbicide runoff and fertilizer predominantly created the polluted state that Lake Apopka is known for. So the district started acquiring land in the 90s and little by little restored those farmlands back into restored marshlands that were originally found there. They kept the infrastructure that the farmlands used through levees, capped those into a road network in order to do the restoration. And you have to think about the marshlands as a great big filter. So they used a lot of the same farmland pumps that used to drain the swamp to return the water from the polluted lake back into the marshlands, combined with a chemical known as aluminum sulfate, which helps bind those particular matters either to the bottomlands or to the vegetation that's in the marshlands. And by the time it works its way out, it has cleansed the water. It'll take several decades because it took several decades to get polluted, but this will all begin having that lake being where it's back to one of the best fisheries in the state like it used to be. One of the best ways to get this message out to the public was allow them to access these marshlands, and normally that's difficult to do, but with the levee improvements that were made for the restoration that's still supporting ongoing restoration efforts, it allowed us to have a limited access wildlife drives. In fact, ours is twice as long as any other wildlife drive that's in the state now. The visitation's now increased in just the first 3 years that we've had it open to nearly 250,000 visitors a year. Now had a bird count of over 300 different varieties. There's predominant alligator population there that a lot of people visiting down to nearby Central Florida amusement parks want to come out and see, because it's a great way to see Florida wildlife, and in particular alligators for those that are from out of state. It was a pretty extensive project that took over a couple of years to develop, but I feel pride in the outcome, with the amount of use and basically the positive feedback we've gotten from the public. The challenges of developing a drive is, one, you had to work within the realm of what the restoration permit allowed, because it's not where you're building a roadway, but you're using levees that are part of a flood control and water manipulation structure in order to conveyance of water through canals. You were limited on what you could build. You had to work within the footprint of the levees, so some of them are pretty narrow, left limited areas that we could add pullovers for additional wildlife. You want to let traffic pass each other on a one-way drive that's 11 miles long, so when people are only going 10 miles an hour, it's slow going. You have to give opportunities for people to be able to pass each other. It provides access when a lot of people have challenges, maybe hiking down trails or something like that, to get one to experience some of Florida's natural areas. Hopefully, throughout the outcome of that experience is a better appreciation of what has been saved and restored there and how its function is for the betterment of the area and the overall river system, but also support of continual acquisition and management of areas similar to this.